Hey, peace, everybody. Welcome. It's Groovy Thursday, April 2nd. Welcome to writing class. I love my tie dye, and I thought, I'm going to wear my tie dye today. And I have my peace sign jewelry, and I thought, I'll make it look a little bit different. So, try to shake things up and make it a little crazy today. I hope you had a good day yesterday. Did you get outside? And we have another sunny day out there, although it sounds really windy, but that's good. Wind is breeze and fresh air, and so get outside again today if you didn't do it yesterday. So, what we're doing is we're working on that writing paragraph. We're breaking this down and we're doing it just a little bit every day. It's not going to be a lot. We're doing it slowly. I know some of you want to get it finished, but we have a process that we go through that we did with our opinion writing. Hopefully you brought that paper home that I gave you. Remember I printed a copy out for everybody with a picture, whether you did pizza places or a football team or Disney or, can't remember, Incredible Me, or going to the animal place in the mall and going to zoos. You guys picked the different things that had your opinion on. We're still following that same 5-paragraph format, right? So what we did, we started with our details and our reasons and our details, because that's how we set everything up as to what we're going to write. So with my example, I'm going to flip things around. We'll do the writing part, the assignment first, and then we'll do our daily language review since I started talking about it. I did camping, and yesterday I did my topic sentence. And in that topic sentence, I listed the 3 reasons that I want to talk about camping. And you can see, I love to go camping. I find it to be such a relaxing thing to do out in nature. Reason 1. My husband and I enjoy planning our meals and cooking over a campfire. Reason 2. When we go camping, there are so many different things that you can do that are also relaxing and fun. Reason 3. So I listed my 3 reasons in my first paragraph. That's what your assignment was yesterday. Now, some of you did a great job with it. Some of you just put it really quickly. I want you to, you'll notice that I just didn't say reason 1 is it's relaxing. Reason 2 is I like to cook. Reason 3 is lots of things to do. I have 3 sentences here, but I have other words that I added. So when we get to the editing part, then that's the nice thing about Google Docs is you can go in and you can add things. So think about that for paragraph 1. So paragraph 2, we're going to talk about our first reason 1. My reason 1 is it's relaxing, being out in nature. I like to be out in nature. So I like to sleep in a tent. My detail 1, sitting in the quiet woods. Detail 2, get away from work and school. Detail 3. So paragraph 2 is going to be all about just one reason, and that's what we're doing today. So let me show you mine. Gotta be able to read it here. So my first reason is relaxing, being out in nature. That's all I'm writing about today. Just that one reason, nothing else. Let's keep it simple. We'll keep it slow. We'll keep it easy. It's wonderful to be out in nature when you're camping. I enjoy setting up my tent. I find a nice level spot and set my 8-man tent up. It's nice and big and roomy when it's just the 2 of us are using it. Being in the woods can be so peaceful. You can hear the birds singing and smell the fresh outdoor air. What a wonderful place to be when you didn't have to go to work or school. So those are my 3 reasons were mentioned in there about it. Now you notice it's a big paragraph. We're not writing little tiny things down. We've been working on this all year, and you guys can do it. I know some of you don't like to write, but we need to add detail to it. So you'll see, I said sleeping in a tent. I didn't just say I like to sleep in a tent. I told you about my tent, and we do. We have an 8-man tent. They call it 8-man, but if 8 people had to sleep in it, you'd all be laying in a row. but it's comfortable for 4 people. It's got 2 rooms. You can stand up in it. We bring our chairs in there, our folding chairs to sit in. And so when the 2 of us go camping, it's great. When my kids were younger and living home, it was still good. We could fit 2 big air mattresses in there, and it's a nice tent. It's a nice big cabin tent. So that's why I'm talking about an 8-man tent. It's probably about the size of my dining room when it's set up, but it's fun. I talked about how sitting in the quiet woods, like being in the quiet woods, can be peaceful. And then I talked about how you can hear the birds singing and smell the fresh air. So I didn't just write sitting in the quiet woods. I talked about birds and fresh air. And the last detail was get away from work and school. I didn't write a whole lot about that, but I did put that as my last detail in here. I said, what a wonderful place to be when you don't have to go to work or school. So see, this is paragraph 2. That's what we're working on today. Paragraph 2. And you're going to put your first reason in there, right? Please use that same Google Doc to write this on back and forth. I can put notes in it, or I can change things. You might see that I might put some colors on I might highlight your 3 reasons and change the color of the font. I don't want you to do that, but Mohammed, yesterday I was kind of chatting with you and your sister when you were working on it together, and I want to be able to look and see that you're doing that. All right, if you have any questions, please make sure you ask me. You can put a comment right there in the Google Classroom, or you can send me an email. So paragraph 2. Okay, so let's go over Wednesday. Please take out your daily language review. Get that? Okay. So the first one said, give a synonym for each word. What's another word that means the same thing as argue? Argue. Maybe having some arguing going on if you have brothers or sisters, or even as families. I put disagree or fight. I put the word fight down there, and I don't mean punching, fighting, but I mean arguing. You say I had a fight with my brother. That doesn't mean that you were actually fighting with him and kidding and kicking each other. I hope you're not doing that. Hope you're not kicking each other. And then the next word is hit. It's funny that those 2 words are there. What's another word for hit? I thought, and I put whack. Whack somebody, like whack-a-mole game at the arcade. You hit the mole. So what other words did you put? There are more than one word that we could put down for here. Right. Correct these sentences. The cashier rang up carrots, pickles, and pineapples. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 errors in that. Right. We always start with the beginning and the end. Capitalize the and put punctuation at the end, which would just be a period. And then this is a list. They're listing the things that the person had bought at the grocery store that the cashier rang up. And they listed carrots, pickles, and pineapples. So you put a comma after carrots. We're supposed to put a comma after pickles, and that would be it. Sometimes Mrs. Oppel doesn't put that comma after pickles. Your mom or dad might say, no, you don't need that because they change the rules and this kind of thing. But so either way, right? And then the next sentence, her dog is trained to do 4 tricks. 4 tricks. So her at the beginning, let's capitalize it. Period at the end. And if you said that with an exciting voice, you might have even put an exclamation mark. And the word that you really need to change is the word for. It's the number 4 word. F-O-U-R. So her dog is trained to do 4 tricks. And the last one, number 5, the speed limit on this road is too slow. Is that a fact or an opinion? Well, I might say one thing, and your mom or dad or your grandma or grandpa or someone else driving might say another thing. So that would be an opinion, right? It's got a definite speed limit on each road, but somebody might say, oh, you drive too slow on here. Someone might say this road is too fast. It's scary driving on the highway sometimes. So that would be opinion. Right, let's look at Thursdays. You're going to do these. Thursday. See, I can see without my glasses, but I have to look closely. These, look, I can put my finger in these. These are just peace sign glasses. I wear these whenever I go to Elton John concerts, which I like to do. I've seen Elton John 10 times. He's my favorite singer. Did you see him on TV the other night? Okay. For today, you're going to do, is this past, present, or future? They drove to the mountains to visit Ruby. So you just need to put is past, present, or future, goes in the blank. Number 2 and 3, which is the correct spelling. Measure, measure, measure. Which one is the correct way to spell it? And number 3, which is the correct way to spell cage? Cage. So practice with your spelling rules that you've learned. What letters make which sounds? Right. Number 4, correct the sentences 4 and 5. Dana, which is a girl's name, asked who is in charge here. Dana asked. I'm going to tell you, this is dialogue, so you're going to need to use those quotation marks. I'll give you a hint on that one. And number 5, Henry couldn't remember the combination to his lock. So we need to fix that one. There's a few mistakes in there. Okay? Combination locks. You guys are going to be using those at Perry Hill School next year. Usually at the end of the year, I pull out combination locks and start practicing opening those. So that might be something you could do, Mom or Dad, if you have a combination lock. But we'll see where we're going from here. So I hope everybody has a great Thursday. Like I said, get outside and play. Do a chore, help Mom and Dad with something, make your bed. Mrs. Oppel's trying to stay in that routine. I get dressed every day like I'm going to school. Plus, I don't want to video this in my pajamas every day. I make my bed every morning. I have my breakfast, trying to stay in my routine. But today, it's clean the bathrooms day. So that's the one thing that I really don't want to do, but I've got to get that done. So, all right, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye.